We have a fundamental responsibility, an ethical responsibility, to treat well the animals in our care. Most people treat the animals in their care well, whether that's their pets or their livestock on their farm. But regrettably, there are still too many areas of concern when it comes to animal welfare in this country. For instance, the continued use of sow stalls, the way much of our chicken meat and chicken eggs is mass produced, the puppy farms, which are mass producing little puppies for our pet shops. And of course, there is the dreadful issue of the live animal export trade, in particular of cattle and sheep. There is no doubt that the live animal export trade is systemically cruel. Over years, there have been exposés of cruelty meted out to Australian livestock in countries as diverse as Turkey, Israel, a number of countries in the Middle East, Pakistan, repeatedly in Indonesia, and even quite recently in Vietnam. Nor is the trade in Australia's economic self-interest, because the fact is, every time we send animals overseas alive, we're sending overseas the jobs of those people that might process those animals. So in fact, the move towards greater reliance on live exports has cost Australia many abattoirs and many thousands of jobs. And there's also the issue of public support, and this trade has next to none. So every time the government talks up the trade, expands it, it is doing so completely out of step with majority public opinion. And that is borne out by any number of pieces of research and opinion polls which show that the majority of Australians don't like the trade and want it shut down. The current federal government is a particular worry because it seems to rub its hands together with glee every time it's able to expand the trade or resume it to countries like Iran, where we wound it up many decades ago. I mean, frankly, this government is acting like a pack of sadists every time they celebrate the expansion of the live export trade. There's a lot of work to be done by all of us. I'll do my bit in the Parliament and in front of the media, but I call on the community to keep the pressure up, keep lobbying your parliamentarians, keep the pressure up on the government through letters to the editor, ringing up Talkback Radio, joining organisations like Animal Australia. Do whatever you can to keep the pressure on the government, because this trade will end one day. It's just a matter of when, and it will be sooner, the better we can apply the pressure to the government.